Sometimes we gotta let each other know how to treat a man and how to keep a man. Get down, bring it all around. Y'all better pop it to let it cool down. Pick it up, slowly bring it down. I guarantee it'll make him go wild. Get down, move it all around. Y'all better pop it till you feel it coming down. Pick it up, slowly bring it down. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Carma. I am host Carma Toronto, also known as Carma, and welcome you. Today we have a great show. I have R&B singer Clef building. Is going to be giving us yes. He's going to be giving us two great performances, and I'm really excited to see it. In other news, I want to start the show with first off, I want to apologize for the technical difficulties that I had last week. You know, these things are filmed live and there's nothing we can do about it. Things just happen. But I do want to thank all of my guests who came on Little Lex, Star Angel, Jesse Vega, Kim Seabrook, C-Rod, Crisis. Thank you guys so much for the show and giving us a great performance. I'm out of breath, as you guys see. I was running late because people do. We know on time. I swear, I think I'm gonna be late to my own funeral. Like I try time when it's like always something. So I'm just not. I gotta tell myself like the show starts at 7. You know what I'm saying? So I could be here at 8 on time. But other than that, I wanted to talk about something that was on my lately. I watched a movie called God Bless America. Have you ever seen it? All right, this movie is crazy. Because I don't understand how it's not controversy right now. Will you, when you get a chance, if you haven't already, which I'm pretty sure you saw the movie, but give me your thoughts on this. This movie is about a man like his early 50s, and he's just like going through, you know, all the stuff in life. At work, like he's like the nerd, like nobody really associates with him, nobody talks to him much. And he's just like one of those people that he just had it with America, with society, with the spoiled kids on TV, these spoiled rich kids, like that show, My Sweet 16 or something. They had like it was like making fun of kind of like all those shows, TMZ and all that stuff. And this guy is just like, you know what? Like I'm done. I had it. His doctor, okay, his doctor diagnoses him with brain cancer and tells him, you know, you're gonna die. You only have a couple of days to live. Blasey blasey. So the guy, he just like loses it, and he's watching TV, and he's like, you know, he sees the girl from the Sweet 15, Sweet 16 thing, and he's just like, you know what? I'm done. I'm tired of this little girl, her attitude. I'm tired of society. So he goes out and he shoots the girl, and then he kills her parents, and then like he meets this girl, this like 16-year-old girl when he does that, and he takes her in, and now both of them are out there like just killing like all the rude people, all the mean people, all the people who are out there making fun of other people, like basically all the bullies. He's kind of like a vigilante, him and the girl. And then the girl is like asking him like, "Oh, so do you want to be my boyfriend?" Mind you, she's like 16, and he's like, "No." And she's like, "So do you want to have sex with me?" The guy's like, "I'm not a pedophile. You know, I just hate how people are in America." So the girl's like, "Oh, so you'll kill a girl, but you won't have sex with one?" And he's like, "Yeah." So, anyways, to make a long story short, that movie should have been like one of the most controversial movies out there because of the way that they do it, white America, you know, with the guns and killing and their mental illness. You know, you always hear about all the crimes and stuff that happen in like the urban neighborhoods, but you never really see like the crimes. You never really hear much of the crimes that happen in like the other society. And I don't know, I just thought that was really interesting. But I had to get that off my chest. I just literally watched it before I came here. That's fine. But anyways, guys, stay tuned. After this commercial break, I'll be back with R&B singer Clef here on the R&R show. I'm sorry, not the R&R. I forgot I was on that show. Raphael, y'all must be talking about me on the House of Carma, but much love to the R&R show. You guys know that's where I originated from, and I'm always going to be raw and ready no matter what. So shout out to Raphael G and Rafaelion and everybody else. Yeah, stay tuned. I need some.
Hey, I'm Alex, this is Javier, and you're listening to El Latino Ruido right here on the LDM Radio.
The coolest station online.
Yeah, that's us.
'Cause we play
This.
Hello, my name is
I'm a radiator of the revolutionarily minded. As the blind of the guided, but the gorillas guided. Be the evolution of a social virus, aspiring to overthrow tyrants with the clutch of iron. Arm yourself, your army harmless on me. It's spotless, miles from promise, all smiles to the MDOs spotted. When nights are starless, truth seekers remain starving. Overloading your soul, thought transmitters quiver. Me bonding. Masonic semiotics, we adopting doctrines that reverse our polluted conscience. No longer victims of the grand deception, rebirth and resurrection on the breeding grounds of insurrection. Through acquired satellite sites, transmit solar info through time to ensure that the future's on the side. Get it popped off on smaller tours, that's all. Exhaust the rescue squad in the port and it's involved. The most bizarre, paranormal, predicted the holy pages dated back when the language spoken was Aramaic. Hold the mic sacred in this era of devastation. Homeland forsaken where Satan is nominated. Question was realistic, exposing information hidden. Now my name is printed on the 666 hit list. Commit with lethal thoughts, no rhetoric. Even with a chance for success that's made it by welcome to our future towards police cruisers. Rebels retribution hacking through Pentagon computers. Where the rules applies, baptized by American lies. Simulated reality becomes the blueprint for your lives. Slave labor market projection, it's amenable decline. The status quo gives and a reason for crime. Devotion is motion, radically altered by the urban. With a project for mayhem, like Tyler Durden.
Lil man got callus on his fingers with his niggas breaking Dutchess apart. Lil man got heart, outnumbered niggas jumped him in the park. He ain't run, now he stayed there and fought. Lil man got heart, he got an 8-ball, broke it down, man played his corner just like he was taught. Lil man got heart, and when the cops came and raided the spot, he ain't say a damn thing to them narcs. Yeah, homie discouraged, but he ain't depressed, smoking a cess, put his mind at rest. With his niggas, trying to make real figures, so he figures the plot to take the block, whether they like it or not. Closed mouths don't get fed, he young, but if he can't get paid like a man, he should be dead or die trying. Other cats ain't take kindly to him stomping on their turf and they asking for his ID. AKA what set you claiming, then proceed to rough him up with the homie he came with. But homie, he had it tough, busted like two in the crowd that made him duck. Yeah, he got the juice now, told his man, look, this is how we hold a spot down. And from there, little homie made his name in the game, started from a quarter pound. Lil man got callus on his fingers with his niggas breaking Dutchess apart. Lil man got heart, outnumbered niggas jumped him in the park. He ain't run, now he stayed there and fought. Lil man got heart, he got an 8-ball, broke it down, man played his corner just like he was taught. Lil man got heart, and when the cops came and raided the spot, he ain't say a damn thing to them narcs. Yeah, Lil man brave, Look at all the money that he saved. His friends played while he got his mom's bills paid. Shot up the block, the little nigga still sprayed. After the smoke cleared, the nigga still stayed. At that little age, you probably feel afraid. But he still grinding a G. Funny thing, he remind me of me. Young boy, but around the elite. Uncle found me at least. He was homeless, couldn't find him a lease. I wanted Jones, mama found me a lease. My dog going crazy, had to find him a leech. Father dropped jewels, I was around for the speech. Little man got hard, he get down when it beats. Raised uptown in these streets.
Lil man got callus on his fingers with his niggas breaking Dutchess apart. Lil man got heart, outnumbered niggas jumped him in the park. He ain't run, now he stayed there and fought. Lil man got heart, he got an 8-ball, broke it down, man played his corner just like he was taught. Lil man got heart, and when the cops came and raided the spot, he ain't say a damn thing to them narcs. Yeah, what don't kill you will make you tougher. Weight on your back just make you buffer. Was trying to climb up, and they just wanna take you back to where you was the fucker. As a little homie, paid dues, they all got socked in the head. Thinking homie a clown, he ain't a fool. Drop flames on whatever his name on, till he reigned supreme. His 16s was a brainstorm. Figured a better way to get cash. All his homies caught up in the game from living fast. Old heads talk to him, but been in the position where you hungry and only baking soda in the fridge. Baby mama tripping out, trying to stay positive with negative the bank account. Just a product of his environment, trying to get it in the best way that he know how. Let's go. Lil man got callus on his fingers with his niggas breaking Dutchess apart. Lil man got heart, outnumbered niggas jumped him in the park. He ain't run, now he stayed there and fought. Lil man got heart, that 8-ball broke it down. Now man played his corner just like he was taught. Lil man got heart, and when the cops came and raided the spot, he ain't say a damn thing to them narcs. Yeah, Lil man got callus on his fingers with his niggas breaking Dutchess apart. Lil man got heart, outnumbered niggas jumped him in the park. He ain't run, now he stayed there and fought. Lil man got heart, he got an 8-ball, broke it down. Man played his corner just like he was taught. Lil man got heart, and when the cops came and raided the spot, he ain't say a damn thing to them narcs. Yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome back to House of Karma. I'm your host Carmen Serrano, and I'm here with R&B singer Clef. Good. Your mic is on. Okay.
I'm good.
Clef is the 2017 LDM Independent Music R&B Artist of the Year, basically.
That's absolutely correct. Yes. Hi, everybody doing? How you doing?
So how does it feel to win?
It felt kind of, I don't know, it felt real good. Like I said before, I was kind of depressed a little bit before I actually won the award. So I kind of needed that to boost my confidence level up a little bit. But Hey Miss Beautiful, yeah, that was...
Hey Miss Beautiful is a really, really lovely song.
Thank you.
I remember the first time I heard you and saw you perform, it was on the LDM show.
Actually, it's funny you say that because actually Facebook reminded me it was around this time, about, what was it, 2 years ago? Yeah. That was the first time we met. I did Hey Miss Beautiful. Everything happens for a reason.
And now look at you, you're the LDM 2017 LDM Independent Music Award winner. And this is to show all you independent artists out there that we don't do this just to do it. You know, like we enjoy what we do, but we also do it to give you guys a platform to be a step closer to your dreams. You know, because you never know who you meet, who you network with, who's watching, you know, who might want to sign you, who might be interested in working with you. You've worked with a lot of different artists, correct?
Yes, and I'm continuing to work with different artists and everything. I sometimes add the award-winning singer-songwriter, so I got to do that.
Of course. So what inspired you to write Hey Miss Beautiful?
Well, what's funny about that is that I was actually, once again, I was going through a little situation with my previous management. I had a bad show. They got wind of it. didn't work out. They kind of dropped me. So I was kind of depressed a little bit because it's like a week before my birthday. Yeah. And I was kind of questioning myself if I wanted to continue doing music again. So I was just at work, and I came across this producer, Legacy Beats, who produced Hey Miss Beautiful, and I just heard like half the track, and I just like, So I just started writing to it, but I didn't even have the whole beat to it. I just started writing to it, but I already had it played in my head. So I reached out to him, and I told him the idea. He liked it. So I kind of played with the song, went to Florida, came back. I was like, I'm going to record this and see it. And I started putting up a snippet of it, and people started saying, yo, this song is hot. So I was like, I wonder how far I can go with this. And then, like, probably like 2 months later, I shot the music video. He was against it at first. He's like, no, we got to keep promoting it for like a year, and then you're going to shoot the video. And I'm like, but you're not paying for it, so don't worry about it. The video came out and he liked it. So
I feel like I mean, that's a great story. But I feel like it's always good to have some type of visual, because it kind of like puts the song like into perspective, and now
Facts,
you understand where the person's coming from. And
I try to do as many videos to songs because being is like you're trying to capture people's attention, and people can hear the song like, oh, it's nice, but if they have a visual to go with it, they'll be attracted to the song. Oh, okay, because I have another song called Butterflies. It didn't really do the same thing until the video came out. It was like I got some people was like, I thought it was okay, but when I did the video, it's like, oh, I get it. So videos do help.
Exactly. What do you find to be the most challenging part of recording a song and then putting this industry?
The most difficult part? I was difficult probably to me personally. It's like promotion, because I don't want to put a song out and then it's out and then that's it, and then I'll go on to the next one. Like I really be on some, okay, where has a song never been before? What radio station hasn't it been played on, or a venue I never performed at? So I always try to make sure that when I promote a song, it goes to new places besides the regular places that I already know of. Like if it can go around the world, Egypt or whatever, South Africa, Japan, China, that's great. So that's mainly what I try to push when I'm making new music.
Right. Now, what is your intake on the like SoundCloud and stuff like that? Because there's a lot of talented artists, independent artists out there that haven't been signed. And then you have other people who are following and listening, and then in some cases even stealing the other person's flow. And because they have more clout than the person, now it's looking like that person stole their flow, but it was really the opposite. Like, what's your opinion on that? Do you think SoundCloud should change some policies maybe?
I don't think so. Not too much. I mean, it all depends on the artist. I got songs on SoundCloud, but I don't put every single song on SoundCloud. Like certain songs I'll put if I'm promoting it. Some songs I won't. If I put like a remix or a cover, I'll put it on there. But I mean, it all depends on the artist. If the SoundCloud route works, hey, whatever works for you. Some artists don't want to put their stuff on SoundCloud. It is what it is. Me personally, I put my stuff on SoundCloud sometimes. So situations like that.
Exactly.
And to make sure you get your stuff copywritten too, because that's very important.
Exactly. So, that's right. Well, that's true. You have another single that you're gonna be
yes, I do.
performing, and what's the name of that single?
The single that I will be performing, that's also out on iTunes, is called Crosswalk.
And what's that about?
That's basically about when you see a woman from the other side of the street, and you only have like a few seconds before you pass, and you try to make eye contact with her, you try to flirt with her, try to get her attention before you end up passing her completely. So I had this scenario, and there's a music video out that's on YouTube of me being a delivery guy, seeing a woman that I'm attracted to, and we kind of cross paths. So I'm trying to see if I can get her attention.
So you have a video to that song?
Yes, I do.
Can we get that on VidZone?
Crosswalk.
Crossroad.
Crosswalk.
Crosswalk.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
It's on YouTube. That's my latest one. Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna talk about getting that on VidZone, our Friday show. Um, but Clef, what is the most terrifying thing for you as the artist that you've experienced or you're scared to experience?
Having a bad show.
Now, you had mentioned a bad show previously. Like, what happened? Tell us what happened.
Well, I had an original song. It was a song. Mind you, when I had management, I haven't performed in about. It's been at least about maybe like 4 or 5 years. I was on hiatus, and my management at the time kept pushing me to perform, and I wasn't ready. But I listened to them, and when I performed the song, it wasn't that I had a bad show. It was just like when I sung the song, which is an original song, I sung on the wrong note the whole song, and they caught wind of that, and they know how the song sound, and they kind of just took it from there. So, lesson learned.
Speaking of notes, right? What is the hardest thing as a singer? Like, I mean, I know because I've taken a couple of singing lessons and stuff. I've come to the realization that I think I'm a better rapper than singer. I think I should just stick to rap. I mean, I try, you know what I mean? But my Spanish, when I sing Spanish, it sounds all right. It sounds a lot better than my English, even though English is my first language for whatever reason. But it does. The hardest thing, like for me, is holding that, getting that momentum and then holding the notes for a long time.
I mean, it's all about breathing techniques. When you go to take vocal lessons or go to vocal training, they teach you how to sing from your diaphragm, like your stomach. Don't sing from your throat ever.
I know.
So,
but it's still hard. It's not easy.
Singing. That's people think it's easy.
It looks easy.
It looks easy for people who know how to do it, but it's not
Right.
easy.
At
It's
all.
not at all. It's like sometimes I'll be wishing I could rap in certain cases. Like, can't do that. So, but I probably could do that. I don't know.
I don't know. I learned
might.
from Dr. Seuss. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the best rapper out there. No.
Facts.
But thank you so much for coming
No problem.
to the House of Karma, and you will be staying on for our next segment.
Yeah, I'll be here.
But before we get to that segment, stay tuned for this commercial break. When we come back, we're gonna have more with R&B singer Clef over here.
The best radio station in the world is right here, right now.
LDM Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Clef.
You're a goddess. That means you're perfect. I'm just a mortal. That's in your presence. I say your beauty is everything, babe. It's like a bright light that's shining freely. I don't wanna be that dude that comes off very rude when I see you. But I'ma say this when I meet you. I be like, hey, Miss Beautiful, how you doing today? It's really nice to meet you. Where is something special about you, baby. Hey, Miss Beautiful, how you doing today? I think I'm falling for you, but I don't even know you, baby. It's your essence, your skin complexion that got me open. I swear you know these, yeah, it's not magic, no more attraction that got me pulled in. Of course you know this. I don't wanna be that dude that comes off very rude when I see you, but I'ma say this when I meet you. Hey, beautiful, it's really nice to meet you. Yeah, about you, baby. Hey, Miss Beautiful, how you doing today? I think I'm falling for you, but I don't even know you, baby. Hey, Miss Beautiful. Hey, Miss Beautiful. Hey, Miss Beautiful, you are. I be like, what up? Hey, Miss Beautiful. How you doing? It's really nice to meet you. Yes, it I swear it's something special about you, baby. Hey, Miss Beautiful, how you doing today? I think I'm falling for you, but I don't even know you, baby. Hey, Miss Beautiful, yeah. It's really nice to meet you. How are you? About you, baby. Hey, Miss Beautiful. All right, yeah. Head over this. Oh no, no, baby. Hey, Miss Beautiful. Hey, Miss Beautiful, you are. All right, so my next single, my latest single, is called Crosswalk, which is out right now on iTunes, Spotify, anywhere you get your music at. So I hope y'all like it. Check out my website, www.clefmusic.com. Here we go. Same thing, but you're on the other side. Life need to change quick. We're in this moment, only a moment in time. The life finally changed. Here goes everything, and we are about to pass by. I hope you look at me. I'm praying you notice me. I hope I can at least get a smile. I see the pass me by. She has the right away all the time, 'cause she's fine. She needs to bump into me so I can say hi. This is what goes on at this crosswalk at this time. Breathtaking, all of these words in my life. So mellow, I can't believe it. Oh, I can't hold. As I see her, that's everything I and me thinking at you. crosswalk at this time. Oh,
I'm about to describe how she looks.
captivating, breathtaking. All of these words describe her. Visions of love focused on her. All that I see is her. Captivating, breathtaking. All of these words describe her. Regions of love focused on her. All that I see is her. I see this PYT. Oh, she has it right away all the time. 'Cause she's fine. She's fine. She needs to bump into me so I can say hi. Say hi. This is what goes on this crosswalk at this time. Be like, oh.
Wow. Let me get on this side because this is my good side. You know, okay. Wow, that was amazing.
Thank you. I tried.
Congratulations.
Had a little technical difficulties, but we got through that. That's okay.
Well, can you do it a cappella? Wait, because everybody knows if you're a real singer, you can do it a cappella.
Yeah!
Let me hear just the chorus part.
Patiently waiting, I see your face, but you're on the other side.
That's all you get right now.
Oh, nice.
You got to
nice.
download the song. Please download the song.
Please let our viewers know where they can find you, where they can find your music.
I just got a new website. It's www.clephmusic.com. That's CLEPH music.com. It's all my videos, all my social media accounts. I'm planning to do a show this summer in July. Hopefully everything works out. So I'm working on that right now. So I can come through. There'll be more information about that. But clephmusic.com. That's what's at.
All right, you guys heard it here first in the House of Carma on the LDM Network. Stay tuned after this commercial breaks. You never know what's coming up because everything is improvised. So you know.
You're in the mix with
LDM Radio.
Standing by for transmission.
I don't have to stunt, I'm only 9 years old. I don't have to lie, I'm only 9 years old. I can cry for one, I'm only 9 years old. Yes, I'm high to top. I'm only 9 years old. I don't have to stunt, I'm only 9 years old. I don't have to lie, I'm only 9 years old. I can cry for one, I'm only 9 years old. And yes, I'm high to top. I'm only 9 years old. Ball for ball, I'm a force to be reckoned with. Let's see what's next on your checklist. I did this, done that. Hold up, bring it back. Let me show you how you do it when you want on track. I did this, done that. That's a fact. Puerto Rican when I'm speaking, true that. When I step on scene, they like who that. When I step on scene, they like who that. Who cat from New Jersey, and they can heard of me. School girl, Nana Larry, y'all know who you wanna be. Checkmate, don't hate, congratulate. Time is money, and money's what I'm gonna make. I don't have to stunt, I'm only 9 years old. I don't have to lie, I'm only 9 years old. I can cry for one, I'm only 9 years old. And yes, I'm high off the top, I'm only 9 years old. Remember me, therapy, no fear me. You a bully who can bully, stay away from me. I know you calm, I wanna shine. Not on my time, I'm making moves, dude. Bust a rhyme, call me Tune the Tiger. Your girl is great. Happy birthday to you. Here's a birthday cake. Ahead of my time with the rhymes I'm here to say. I'm holding on, I'm a grind, I keep PG. Ball from ball, I'm a force to be reckoned with. Let's see what's next on your checklist. I did this, done that. Hold up, bring it back. Let me show you how you do it when you on track. I did this, done that. That's a fact. Puerto Rican when I'm speaking, true that. When I step on scene, they like who that. When I step on scene, they like who that.
Hey, Hey, I'm Alex. This is Javier, and you're listening to El Latino Ruido right here on the LDM Radio.
The coolest station online.
Yeah, that's us.
'Cause we play
This.
Nah. Sit. Yeah. I'm with my kinfolk vibing. Migos on crescendo. Yeah. We on that endo vibing. Ain't cracking no window. Yikes. Let me speed up. 12 just hop behind me. Oh no. They kill my people, so I cannot let them find me. Hell no. The game cold, so let me change the climate. If my faith can't move a mountain, then I just go ahead and climb it. Call me it, cause I be climbing. Pennywise, I'm with the prophet. Yeah, I spit a little knowledge. Some would say your boy a prophet. Some would call your boy a problem, but I cannot really call it. Some would call your boy a prophet. That's what I be on it. Conversation with some spirits, thank a nigga. Alcoholic flow, sicker than a bitch. Man, my lyrics be bubonic. I'm a issue, I'm a threat. I'm a dog, I'm a vet. I'm the future, I'm up next. In my pocket, pistol prep. If that water break on her, everybody getting wet. I'm $1 million gamble. Anybody wanna bet? I say Peter, pick up paper, pay the piper, pop the pill. Just another young hustler trying to make a couple meals in a world full of fake. It's a blessing to be real. All I really want is paper. I don't need no record deal. I say Peter, pick up paper, pay the piper, pop the pill. I say Peter, pick up paper, pay the piper, pop the pill. I say Peter, pick up paper, pay the piper, pop the pill. I say Peter, pick up paper, pay the piper, pop the pill. Man, I'm really on my grind while y'all niggas out here playing. Man, I even let my eyes just to execute my plan. Rapping straight until the day I'm getting paid and getting laid. Burning big Bob Marley, blunt sipping on hemp lay. I'm elevating my status with swagger and massive actions. Got my eye on a private tunnel vision with no distractions. Why people like the party, I produce what people party to. My shit hit like some loud, while y'all shit is barely audible. I'm burning on that buddy shit, y'all niggas smoking particles. I'm something like the front page, while y'all are barely articles. Got more tricks than the clown's pocket, I got all the moves. Y'all niggas sleep as fuck, really thinking that I would lose. But I'm on the way now, driving up in the A9. Met some OGs who stay down and expedited the way, y'all. Now my music all over, I'm burning all types of doja. The world in palm of my hand and the sun is up on my shoulders. I say Peter, pick up paper, pay the piper, pop the pill. Just another young hustler trying to make a couple meals. In a world full of fake, it's a blessing to be real. All I really want is paper, I don't need no record deal. I say Peter, pick up paper, pay the piper, pop the pill. I say Peter, pick up paper, pay the piper, pop the pill. I say Peter, pick up paper, pay the piper, pop the pill. I say Peter, pick up paper, pay the piper, pop the pill.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the House of Karma. Unfortunately, my other two guests had to cancel and will not be able to make it today. But no worries, I'm here to save the day. Please enjoy my single, Dear God, performed by me. I'm your Karma. I'm your Karma, y'all. If everybody believes in God out there, put your hands up. Praise. Say, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I need you. I need you. I need you. I need you. I praise you. I praise you. I praise you. Yes, this song is about God because I'm not ashamed to let him know and everybody else know how I feel about him. Check this out. My spiritual healer told me that I'm a leader, but more important, I'm a believer. Be careful with these snakes, family and friends, they'll love to hate. When there's virtue in your blood, no heads always gonna be at stake. Lord, forgive me for not noticing many times that you've been calling me. See, I'm not worthy of you loving me because of the times I ran away from thee, but you never changed. You always stayed, and I felt your spirit out my name, saying it's okay, karma, it's okay. If I stand by you, I'ma be okay. Calling me and kept calling me. Never ever give up on me. So I say that I feel the same. Crazy when I hear your name. I love you. I love you. I love you. I need you. I need you. I need you. I praise you. I praise you. I praise you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. This is a real one, y'all. You was there for me through my ups and downs, and never let me down. When my enemies try to knock me down, I look to the sky and put on a smile, and I see you, Lord, watching over me, and I feel your presence is protecting me, 'cause I'm a child of God, and I'm proud to say, without the Lord, you cannot be saved. This is not a lie. Hear me testify. I've been through it all, but I'm still alive. The love and hate be in your face. They don't understand what you seen in me. I may struggle hard, but I still elevate. They don't know my fate. I guess they had to wait till I got up on stage and I showed them your grace. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. When you have the grace of God and you have enough faith, you can move mountains. I love you. I love you. I need you. I need you. I need you. I need you. I praise you. I praise you. I praise you. I praise you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my testimony. I'm not perfect. I'm nowhere near perfect. But I serve a perfect God. You're watching House of Karma. Stay tuned after this commercial break for our next segment. Petty Talk.
You're in the mix with
LDM Radio.
Standing by for transmission.
Back in the axis of evil, the facts is deceitful, so tracks it to see who could black or just bleed blue. So know the facts, who cut off the claw from the coldest cat, holding the golden act, the strongest one's a noble lag. Was told don't ask to fall for cash, although I have both and fast, my soul stole it back. For what it's worth, worship our inertia, but birth the curse, the thirst, the works in this world, bitch. It was written, but the myth was hidden in the fiction, which when it was embedded was said to be forbidden. The scriptures fit the pictures with specific hieroglyphics. I predicted the diction depicted in the descriptions. Mad elaborate, you're rapper trapping in a labyrinth, aberrant, arrogant, bad habit of blabbering and babbling and bumbling and mumbling. Bunch of fucking dumb bums stuck in a conundrum.
Hennessy and Red Bull, if I wanna feel the spark, even if I don't make it, I don't give a fuck. Living life, working and doing all the things I love, I keep it pushing. Won't let my losses lead to giving up.
Still the illest era, skills as ill as ever. In the field we cleverly deal with real endeavors. It's official if your militia feels an issue, will hit you with malicious missiles, bitch. We the military.
Half man, half legendary. I'm a Garuda, hooting and hollering. All I wanna see is some hooters. El Guapo, beautiful Bobby, the bitch from me is always cuter. And she got a lot of feet in a fresh ricotta. Can't live without me like a medulla oblongata. A realist adjusting his sales for more than the rough pyragata. I encourage productivity like a tutor. 4K footage from a sharpshooter. Fighting terror, I ain't in Fallujah. I rack and stacks, but been at his shape as a late. They try meddling, I never crack. I'm malleable as pewter. Intruders in suits watching my maneuvers while I'm zooming around the blocks, making chops on top of motor scooter. You bringing up bullshit like rotor-rooters, spreading stupid fucking rumors and remarks.
It's the weekend, so you know we on. Ain't got time for drama, we just having fun. And we don't care what nobody gotta say, 'cause it's always something all the time. You can say that I'm selfish, but I'm just trying to have a good time. Don't wanna hear no mess in my ear, no. Don't wanna hear no mess around mine. Is there too much to ask? Just trying to be reasonable. I I don't wanna start no trouble. Oh no. Don't worry about me, just worry about you, and keep them worries out the door. We don't wanna hear no negativity, only good vibes around here. That baby mama drama, we ain't going for that, we ain't going for that, no, no. That baby mama drama, we ain't going for that, we ain't going for that, no, no. It's the weekend, so you know we on. Ain't got time for drama, we just having fun. And we don't care what nobody gotta say, 'cause it's always something all the time. It's the weekend, so you know we on. Ain't got time for drama, we just having fun. And we don't care what nobody gotta say, 'cause it's always something all the time. Forget about your burdens, the reasons why you hurting, and there should be no reason why you shouldn't smile. There should be no reason why you feeling down. You feeling down? Let's live for now. I ain't tryna hear what no one gotta say. No, I just wanna live my life from day to day. And I like those reality shows where women stay up at each other's throats. That's crazy. That ain't my goal. That gotta go. I'm young, I'm free, I got so much ahead of me. Regrets ain't nothing, ain't gon' stop me from living my dream. That baby mama drama, we ain't going for that, we ain't going for that, no, no. That baby mama drama, we ain't going for that, we ain't going for that, no, no. It's the weekend, so you know we on. Ain't got time for drama, we just having fun. And we don't care what nobody gotta say, 'cause it's always something all the time. It's the weekend, so you know we on. Ain't got time for drama, we just having fun. And we don't care what nobody gotta say, 'cause it's always something all the time. It's always something all the time. We just wanna have fun. We just wanna have fun. And we ain't worried about nothing, no. And we ain't worried about nothing, no.
Welcome back to House of Karma. I'm your host, Carmen Serrano, aka I'm your Karma, and I'm sitting here with R&B singer. You want to introduce yourself?
It's Clef. How y'all doing? What's up?
Clef, like the music man. So this is a segment that we call Petty Talk, and it's pretty much self-explanatory.
Facts.
We're going to talk about a whole bunch of petty stuff. Starting with, what were some petty stuff that you were bullied for growing up?
I would say probably my name, my government name. So
And you're not going to mention it, are you?
no, my government name is Muhammad. So I was raised in Islam.
So you Muslim?
So. My parents are, but I haven't
okay,
practiced it in
okay.
years. So that's basically it. I mean, it's in my bio when you go to clefmusic.com.
So what
new
did they
website.
used to be for? They used to call you Ali or something?
Yeah, it was always that. Oh, Muhammad Ali. It's
I
like,
would like to be called
I done
Muhammad
heard
Ali.
all that before, so it's like it's cool. As I got older, it was like at
It's
least I'm
better
popular.
than what I was bullied for. All right, first of all, every single day in first grade, I remember there was this kid named Jose. I used to chase this little kid and just punch him in the back because every time he saw me, he'd start with the where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? I used to be like, shut up! My name is Carmen Serrano! They used to be like, I know. Don't even.
No, because I'm thinking that's
right?
kind of clever though. I mean, what are the odds of that? Your
No.
last name starts with an S though, right?
Yeah, but if it would
That's
have been
crazy.
no, if my last name would have been like Santiago, all right then I get it. But
it's kind of clever in a
it's
way.
not. It's annoying. That
Well,
was one
back
of the things.
then.
Yeah.
Now it's just like if somebody does it, it's kind of like really. Like how old are you?
Seriously.
You get older, you can't
And you
get
know
bullied
what?
too much.
You know what's crazy is like when I was younger, I used to actually like know how to hold a beat and how to dance a little, and then I just lost it. I just lost it. I'm lucky if I know how to two-step. So, growing up in a family that everybody has talent, either they dance or they sing, I can honestly say I'm the only one who can't.
In situations like that, I think music is sometimes hereditary. You know, if the parents do it, it sometimes goes to the kid.
It goes into the kid's kid because it just skipped right over.
Sometimes
me,
that happens. Sometimes, but for the most part, music is sometimes genetic. You know, the parents do it. Sometimes it gets passed down to the kid. They want to accept it. I don't know.
What are some petty? Not petty, but what are some songs that you used to listen to? That threw me off real quick. I hate you.
See, now you told him that, so now.
Wow. If you do that one more time, I'm quitting the show now.
I like that show, though. I ain't gonna lie.
But that's the new. He played the new one. They don't have the same thing.
I'm not gonna front. I used to watch Carmen Sandiego. That was my show right there.
That's it, because they're not sponsoring us. You know what I'm saying?
That's
it.
wild.
Cut it. What are some petty breakup songs that you used to listen to when you used to get dumped? Have you ever got dumped, by the way?
Yeah, I got dumped. I can't say my first friend that I met. She didn't dump me. We kind of took a break. I would say my, okay. So it wasn't a song that I listened to. Well, actually, I'm lying. There was this one song when I was with my kid's mother. Shout out to Kia Killen. We ended up going our separate ways, and the relationship was over. So for some reason, I kept listening to the song. I don't know if people know this artist. His name is Jason Derulo. And he has a song called "Riding Solo." I don't know why. I don't know why I kept listening to that song. I kept listening to that song, and it was like kind of like it fit the situation that I was in at the time. Like, well, No, not that one.
Not that one.
That's the beginning of it, though. That's the video.
Love me, baby, blind.
Because there's one line that I actually like. Like no one to answer to, no one that's going to argue. Like, I like that line right there. No one to
that
answer
just made
to.
you cry. You were like,
I didn't cry. I didn't cry. I was just kind of looking forward to being single at the moment. It was kind of like, because, I was in a 7-year relationship. So when it was like you first break up, and I was looking at the bright side of things, like maybe this is kind of what I need right now, really.
Answer me this question as a man, right? Is it true that, like, it takes you guys, like, the first week of you guys breaking up, you guys are all happy, like, yes, it's free, I can do whatever I want.
Okay.
And then like the second and third week, it's like, oh, wait a second, it's really hitting me, like, she's never coming back.
That's only if we see the girl with somebody that's better than you at the same.
Define better, though, because
like if the person, like if you break up with a girl, and
because some people might think that's petty when you say I got with somebody better than you. When they say better, they usually mean like they got more money or they got a better car.
But
that doesn't necessarily mean that person is better than the person that you dumped, though. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but me, I'm on some. It's usually like that in some cases. It depends on the person, though. That's
like, petty. What do you define better? Somebody better. Define that to me. A chick that got a better body, a prettier face.
I would think that
from a man's point of view. Tell me.
It would have to be somebody that sometimes for me it's personality. because I don't like a chick who's robotic or don't have a sense of humor. That's such a turnoff. Like, she gotta have some type of personality besides sex appeal. I mean, me personally, and I'm talking about me. I don't know about the other guys out there. I'm talking about me. But me personally, I don't really compare too much, because usually it's like I don't like to do that, because I wouldn't want a woman to do that to me. Like, oh, I got somebody that's better than you. Like, I don't do that. It's usually if I end up falling for somebody, it's just I'm fell for somebody.
Exactly, because from a female point of view, I'm gonna tell you that when we say we found somebody better, it's mainly somebody who got more money than you, dresses nicer than you.
I mean, unless you were a straight dirtbag, then I can see you saying, like, he treated you like crap. Then I can see you say, oh, I got with somebody better in that situation, like the relationship you had with that other person.
That's normally what some girls.
Yeah, me, I don't do that.
I say like 95% of the females, when they say, oh, I'm doing better, that means the person actually got a job. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
baby. They got bread coming in, that they better. Their life is better now.
Or maybe it's just they don't even have to be in a relationship. It's like, oh, I'm doing better now. Like, basically, you was holding me back. Because sometimes relationships that aren't good for you and you end up breaking up can prevent you from certain things. So you'd be like, oh, I'm single, but I'm happy now because I'm not pressing on what you was doing later on, or with this girl that it's no drama. And
that's true.
Nobody wants drama.
But you know what? You reminded me of a question that I wanted to ask you earlier, and it completely slipped my mind. What do you feel as a R&B singer? Excuse me. What do you feel happened? Like, R&B has fallen off a little bit. It's not like.
Has it?
It has. It's not the same like
how it was in
like
the 90s.
Back in the days when R&B used to mean when a man used to court a woman and actually marry her, bring her to her house. You know what I'm saying? When men used to want to make love to their wives and they weren't embarrassed to say, yes, this is my woman and I love her.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with making love to a side chick too. I mean, they,
So why is it that men feel like they gotta have? We're gonna get to this.
Am I right?
Why is it that men feel like they need to have more than one woman to be satisfied? Like, why can't just? I mean, my grandfather, my grandmother, they had 13 kids. They were together
Salute to him.
forever, for real.
I mean, you gotta understand, in the era that your grandparents were around, it wasn't no such thing as social media. Now, because everything.
Oh, blame it on social media.
No, I'm being serious, because you think about it now. It's like everything is at your fingertips in your phone. It's so easy to cheat nowadays. It's like it's no brainer. It's a no brainer. Like anything that you do can revert into cheating. It's more like women are more disrespectful, and I feel like that women are disrespectful more than guys.
Which brings us to our next question. Petty talk question. Is there a respectable way to cheat?
I mean, if it's cheating, is it really such thing as respectable? Okay, some advocate here. If you are going to cheat, I would say just don't do it. That's the only thing I come up with. Unless you have an open relationship where you tell your girl, like, hey, I just did this with this person, and she's understandable. No! I can see that. I've been in situations like that where, we're not together, but we have an open relationship. As long as we tell each other, okay, I'm meeting up with this girl, or I'm talking to this guy.
Now, if you're in an open relationship, do you have to tell your other partner
Absolutely.
who you're dealing with?
Absolutely. Because you forget it's STDs and stuff out there. So I need to know.
Which is the reason why you shouldn't cheat, period.
But some people are, some people just want more. You got to understand, it's like, the reason why men do that is the simple fact is, what's your favorite cereal?
I don't really eat cereal, but if I had to, I would say somewhere between Lucky Charms and Cocoa Puffs.
Okay, so Lucky Charms your favorite cereal. Now,
and Cocoa Puffs.
If you only could have Lucky Charms and eat Lucky Charms every day for dinner, breakfast, lunch, every day for about a whole year, would you get sick of that?
No, because I love Lucky Charms.
That's a lie. I guarantee that's a lie.
But
you
if
would
my
get
Lucky
sick of
Charms,
it.
no, I wouldn't get sick. It's not the same. You cannot compare cereal
because
with
you think about it, you have cereal for all the guys out there.
there.
You have the same cereal every day. Don't you want to switch it up in different varieties?
And I feel like
I gotta get a clap on that. You can't not lie about that one.
No, I feel like that's the reason why a lot of men end up with crappy females, because of the fact that you're not. First of all, you're gonna attract what you give. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So if that's the type of female that you want, that a type of female that doesn't care if you're with somebody else, doesn't care what you do as long as you come back to them. One, either she's very insecure or she's very secure with herself and she doesn't really care about what you're doing because she's doing her. You know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, you have to
no
tell them.
woman wants to be. Well, I'm not speaking for myself. I personally wouldn't want to be with a man who knowingly, I know for a fact that he got
5 bodies
on the side and stuff, and then I'm just here, you know what I mean? Like, but then that's when I think it all depends on the man, because I feel like you could find that one woman that you just want to be with, that one woman who just is everything for you, and everything for you is just the right one. And you can have 10 bad females, and all 10 of them, one can't cook, one can't clean, one can't do. So all they know how to do is look pretty and argue and eat. That's what y'all want?
When it comes to men, we're visual creatures. So it's like we see something like, oh, first thing we want to do is do something about it. So it's
then
like
why even cheat though? Because if you gotta, like, I feel like as a woman, we have so many different like we can change our appearance. All we gotta do is dye hair.
But
put
you
a
know
wig
what it
on,
is?
something.
But the same
you can
time,
make it your relationship adventurous.
The personality is still the same though. Like men usually do that and go to different women because different women have different things to bring that attracts a man.
So you're saying there is a respectable way of cheating, and that's not telling your partner?
No, a respectful way of cheating.
I
don't think there is a respectful way of cheating, because cheating is cheating. That's
absolutely.
it.
Cheating is definitely
unless
cheating.
The only way I could see that, and it's not even cheating, unless you and your mate have that open, honest relationship where it's like, okay, you doing you, I'm doing me, but when we together, we're together. Which you outside of what I'm not around you, that's your thing.
Or what if they have like one of those polyamorous, did I say that right? Polyamorous relationships.
Yeah, that kind of gets.
It's like a.
Like sister wives or something like that.
Type stuff, yeah.
I mean, that's.
Because that happens a lot nowadays, too. Like, girls I feel like women are just saying, you know what? None of these men are good. Let's just find one and just say, whatever, he's going to cheat on me anyways. Might as well do it with somebody that I know in my house right here in front of me.
I mean, that. To me,
I'm assuming
sounds
that's
cool.
what they're thinking. If
that
I'm wrong,
cool
like, somebody
please
inform me, educate me, because
I
don't be knowing.
But after a while, that gets kind of corny after a while. Like, I think when it comes to cheating, like, majority of the people who cheat, it's kind of like, it's an adrenaline. It's the excitement of, you're not supposed to do this, but it's like you can get caught. That's when it gets corny. When you get caught, and she knows that you cheating, it's kind of like,
I feel like,
damn, that's whack.
I feel like the reason why a lot of women stay with men when they cheat is because even though they know that the guy is cheating, the guy knows how to manipulate the situation to a point where he makes her feel like he has to cheat.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I gotta do this for us, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing this for us.
But when she has somebody
she's paying the car note, baby. I'm doing it for us. You know what I'm saying? That's how some guys really be. They be like, for real, they be like, baby, I cheated on you, but I don't love her. But they've been with that other side chick for like 10 years.
I think Jay-Z said the best. I was just having sex with her. I was going to get right back. That
yeah, okay.
Song Cry. So, that basically that's sometimes it's just sex. When it comes to guys, we separate sex from love.
So let me ask you a question.
Of course.
How much will you sell your soul for if the Illuminati came right now and is like, yo, we're going to put you on, Clef. You're about to be a gazillionaire right now. You just got to sign with us. How much you selling your soul for?
Nah, I'm not. I can't sell my soul. I need my soul.
I
got daughters. I can't sell my soul.
$1 million, $2 million.
No, can't do it.
If somebody offered you $800,000 right now to sign you, you're not gonna take it?
It depends on what type of deal it is. I can't just jump. Like I'm not like young minded. So that's not gonna really work on me. Like, cause usually when somebody wants to give you money, you always gotta ask, what's the catch? Because nobody just gives you
just
money.
gotta let Birdman put his finger in your booty.
I'm good.
That's it.
I'm good.
It's just a finger, though.
I'm good. I don't trust nobody with a star on top of their head. I'm good.
With a tattoo on his face.
No, I'm good. Anybody that rubs their hands that many times, I'm good. Not doing it.
Yo, anybody who kisses their artist in the lips, talk about this my nephew.
Listen.
Grown ass man. I can understand a little boy, you know what I mean? But a grown ass man and a grown ass man.
Listen, God bless him. That's all I'm gonna say. Just God bless him. I'm good.
So you're not selling your soul to the Illuminati?
Nah, I got daughters. I ain't selling my souls and no.
What does your daughters got to do with your soul?
They my motivation, not to sell my soul.
But you're gonna have millions of dollars,
not
though.
to sell my soul. Cause that's not right. I don't need to sell my soul.
All right, now let's define this. What does it mean for somebody to sell their soul?
It's basically go against their morals or anything that they believe in just for a moment in time or whatever. That's basically the saying when it comes to the music industry. Like, oh, he sold his soul. Like, some people feel like when you sign to a major record label, you sell your soul because you give up your rights and everything as an artist, and the label owns you. So that's what
basically is doing something that you wouldn't normally do.
That's basically what it is.
In literal terms, basically.
Like sometimes depends on the situation. Some people backs are against the wall where they feel like they have to do it. Like when some people sell drugs, they feel like, hey, there's nothing else out here for me to do. I got a newborn son, or I gotta do, and I understand that because it's rough out there. So some people feel like, hey, this is the only way I can survive. Not, and majority of the time they don't want to do it, but they feel like because of the situation they have to do it. So it's like they know the consequences. So it's like I got to do what I got to do.
Now, what if you were to get signed by a major record label and they're telling you, but Clef, you're just a little too dark though. I need you to try this bleach cream. Just go like a couple of shades lighter, and we're gonna give you like a whole bag.
Nah.
You're not gonna use it.
No.
You're not gonna Sammy Sosa your way into success.
I like my complexion. Like what? I love my complexion.
But Sammy Sosa though.
he has self-hate. He hates himself, so that's why he did that. And he wants us to believe that he would always look like that. So that's a whole nother thing.
But he looked like a ghost though.
He looks stupid. That's his bottom line. But I'm not changing my skin complexion. I like my skin complexion.
What if the industry told you? We're gonna sign you, but first you have to lick my big toe.
I'm not doing that.
No?
We're not doing
what if you have to do something?
I'm not doing anything. I'm gonna continue
what
doing what I'm doing. That's it. I kind of feel like, why do I have to always do something extreme to show you that I love doing what I do? Like, it always has to be, oh, I can help you with this, but you gotta do this. It's always something out of the box.
Because that's how social media has it.
I'm good. I'm not doing that.
Like, how do you think? Let me ask you a question. How in the world do you think these young artists that I never heard of a day in my life, and they already like got all these followers and they got their music up,
because and they have to do extreme stuff on social media sometimes to get people's attention, because drama and dysfunction is what people like to see. I don't want to do that, because it's like I shouldn't have to be that extreme. I understand drama happens if it's natural. Everybody has family issues. That's just something that just happens. But to willingly go out like Love and Hip Hop and purposely set things up so drama can happen, it's kind of like I'm good.
I feel like one of the hardest industries to be in is the music industry.
Facts, it is.
And there's so much criticism, because even in like the gospel genre, like I can't just go in there. They're not gonna accept me because in some people's eyes, I'm not pure enough. Yeah. I'm not holy enough.
You wasn't raised in the church.
I wasn't raised up in church like they was. I'm in their eyes. I'm not up to par. And I feel like it's.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of judgment, but it's also like whatever happened to love thy neighbor? You know what I mean? Whatever happened to judge not lest ye be judged? Why do we feel as Christians that we can tell another person that they're not living right? Or because I get it, you know what I mean? I was a missionary.
We all not living right at the end
But
of the day.
at the end of the day, like, my job is still not, because I'm still a missionary. My job is not to scare people into, oh my God, if you don't change your life, God's going to come and he's going to strike you down. That's not my job. My job is to show people love and to give them advice for their soul, lift up their soul. My job is not to tell you if you don't go to church, you're gonna go to hell.
For all
You're gonna
eternity.
burn. Like, why do we do that as a society? Why do we feel like just because we don't agree on something that they're wrong automatically? Why can't we both be right?
That's just how it is. Just like it's so many religions out there. It's like only one of them is right. That's how the mindset is. It's choices.
And that's what divides us
Religion
as people.
is like a club.
Religion is basically dividing us, and it's also taking away from the message that is supposed to be there to begin with.
I mean, as long as everybody believes there's a higher being, I don't really care.
It's just, you know what it is, though, because there's some religion that you're allowed to kill somebody, and then you go to the altar and you do the whole holy.
Yeah, but
and that's it, and you're cured, and that's it.
You got to also think that there's only so many times I'm going to forgive you. So let's keep that in mind.
No, but how many times do you got it? Like why? Like who said that in order for my sins to be forgiven, I have to go to this man and tell him everything that I'm doing? Thank you. I like the background noise. And tell him everything that I did wrong, and he's gonna tell me, you gotta do so many Our Fathers and 3 Hail Marys, and God's gonna forgive you. Who is that? I get it, you're a priest, but who said that you?
Listen, let's just bow our heads right
authority?
now.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's just bow our heads right now. Heavenly Father, we'd like to thank you on this beautiful day, and we just want to say thank you. Am I really doing this? Like,
are you praying right now?
No, I just like the music, and it was just went what I was saying. I was just
Bro, the whole point is,
freestyling.
I feel like religion, politics, they're meant to separate us as people.
That's why people say don't talk about religion and don't bring up politics.
That
will cause. I've seen that.
That
will cause fights. Like for real, that will cause fights. So I'm just gonna
stay away from it. That's what I do. I mean, but but you know what? But every chance I could get, like, I know a lot of people probably get annoyed with my Facebook, and I really don't care, because at the end of the day, it's my page. I'm gonna post what I want, and
as you should.
And I post a lot of stuff about what things that motivate me. And people may get annoyed, and they're like, oh, this girl is just posting so much religious stuff. She must be a religious freak. I'm not a religious freak at all.
That's how you feel.
I just love God. I have a really good personal relationship with God. And the reason why I bring this up is because there's a lot of people who will look at somebody like me and say, oh, this girl's goofy. She's not really talented. Like, what is it about her? Like, I could do better than her. Oh, she got a show. She thinks she's all that. Oh, I'm not. You know what I mean?
Welcome to social media.
The biggest thing about social media that I notice, and I think is petty as hell, is that when people are doing something positive, you don't get no likes.
You have that.
You don't get no shares. Somebody will share a meme that I posted before they'll share anything that has to do with my show.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Do I get mad? No, because at the end of the day, like I said, the ones who support me are going to support me. Even if it's 1 or 2 people that are watching the show only, I still have the support and the love from that 1 or 2 people, and I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Because you know that the love is genuine and the love is pure. And people don't like that.
Nah,
people like... That's right. People like I mentioned earlier, that movie. People, they like to be mean. They like to. It's like being mean is if you're not a hole, or you're not making somebody feel bad about themselves, like,
being an
You're-
a-hole gets you to become president of the United States. That's the goal right there. So that's what I
Well,
have to say.
I don't know. I don't think
It's the
Donald.
truth.
You think Donald Trump was an a-hole?
He is.
You think he?
Yeah, it's not. Do I think he?
So
is.
how did he get his votes if he was such an a-hole?
Because he told people what he wanted to do. Like, and it
No,
was
he
messed
told
up.
people what they wanted to hear. That's
Told,
what it was.
Here, it don't matter.
And then,
Yeah.
I mean, if we don't want to go into politics right now.
Politics is not. So let's talk about something else.
Fine, let's talk about another petty situation.
Okay.
Have you ever had people? You ever seen on your face people complaining about other people not tagging people tagging them? Like, people will tag me and stuff. I don't tag nobody in my stuff. But why do you people like to tag me in your stuff when you know damn well? No, you don't even show no support to my stuff.
I've been in situations like that. I basically just ignore it. Like, that's basically it. It depends sometimes on how I'm feeling. But I've had situations where people will tag me and stuff, and me and this person have never even had a conversation.
Exactly.
They never put a like on anything that I've ever said, done, talked about my music. But then it's usually sometimes artists that never even have even spoke to me on a person like, oh, I listen to your music. It's dope. Let me listen to your music. Why? Like, you never took the time out to listen to my music, so I gotta listen to yours.
I think that's one of the biggest problems in the industry is everybody wants you to hear their music, but nobody wants to hear yours.
I don't have a problem with it. It's all about the time. Like, I don't like to tag people when I'm posting stuff. Like, if you see it, you see it. You know, but tagging people in that gets annoying. I can see how that's
especially
exactly.
when you don't got nothing to do
like,
with what they're
I didn't
doing.
ask for this. Like, what? I didn't ask. I don't even like rap.
I don't
like,
even know you exactly.
Yeah, I don't know what this is.
Exactly.
So I just ignore it basically, and just. Or sometimes I just don't request them. Sometimes they'll be sending me friend requests. I'm like, I don't know these people.
I think one of the most annoying things about social media is
Most petty things.
the most petty thing about social media is that people they really post all of their business there, and then they get mad.
People have an opinion about it.
When people have an opinion, or
like
they
that.
want to argue with you over an opinion that you can have over. It could be about bees, and somebody's always got to be the troll. There always got to be one person.
The only person that actually made troll like entertaining is Tekashi 6ix9ine. You know, he actually made trolling like a sport. Like, he was good. He was good at it. Every 2 weeks he was in beef with like somebody,
many, and
it worked all the time because when he had beef with this artist, he drops a new song, and people are just
but at the end of the day, look at his situation. Like, a lot of his beef that he had was unnecessary beef because he wasn't even a gang member. So why are you putting yourself in that situation?
It's entertainment. That's the whole point.
And this is my point, that people like to see negative things, like
a train wreck, so people gonna watch it.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I'll be watching. Like, if you seen something, two trains about to smash into each other, I'm not gonna lie. I actually want to see that. I actually want to see the explosion, all that.
But when you're turning on the news and all you hear is killings, somebody did this, somebody did that, that becomes depressing. Yeah. We need more entertainment. We need more, like, real shows. Like, we need more. Excuse me. We need. Why? But we're still here.
Those days over.
We're still
Just
here.
Like how you said earlier, like when you said about when it comes to R&B, like you said that a lot of it's not like how it was back in the day. Like, nowadays,
back in the days,
people were actually glorifying being in love, and you know, me
back
personally,
in the days,
like the 90s and stuff, and even further than that, people glorify about being in love and wanting to marry this woman. Now it's she's a thot. I'm balling. I'm about to go to the club. About to smash out these two chicks.
Yeah.
Smash Shorty and her best friend. Then I'm out. Like, it kind of got polluted a little bit with hip hop, and I love hip hop. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes, well, there's a difference between hip hop and rap music. I'm gonna say rap music, you know, because it got polluted. I can't even say it. Polluted.
There you go.
With now it's kind of like R&B has to try to mixed with rap, and it shouldn't have to be like that. So now it's like some of the R&B artists kind of have that rap mentality, like they gotta have like 4 or 5 chicks, but then they're married at the same time. So it's like, so how does that work? Like nobody wants to fall in love. When it comes to
Exactly. Like
everybody's scared to fall in love. Everybody.
And there's nothing wrong with being with one person and
there
building
isn't.
one person.
I have no problem with that.
There's nothing wrong with saying you love one person. You got one person.
I mean, granted, you can love more than does happen, but
I don't
that
think
does
so.
happen. That can happen. You can actually fall in love with 2 or 3 people. That's
2 or 3 people.
It happens. It
happens.
happens.
First of all, if you feel like you have to find somebody else, then that means that you should stay with that somebody else because that person wasn't enough for you for whatever reason.
Warriors, come out to play.
Well, I mean,
you remember that movie?
Yeah, of course I remember that
Yo,
movie.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, like,
he's stupid.
My producer said he's in love with 3 people: George Washington, Lincoln, and Franklin.
That's sick.
And they're all men too. But why is it that it's, not to say it like this because I don't, I'm just talking freely. It's nothing, no personal. I'm just talking freely. My opinion. Why is it that men would rather wife up a stripper? Some men would rather, you be seeing strippers getting married and stuff, and then you got the decent girls, and they're like, oh no, you're too boring.
It's all about sex at the end of the day. It's sex. That's what it is. It's exciting. Oh wow, look what she can do on the pole. That's what she can do in the bed.
But half of those girls can't even do that on the pole.
But we don't
in the
care.
bed. Half of those girls that you see doing dancing like that, they be like logs in the bedroom. Like,
I actually came
like Roy Weather.
I mean, it's bragging rights, but I'm not going to sleep with. I'm not going to like basically marry a stripper though.
But who would brag about sleeping with somebody to give you an STD?
I would. I mean, I came close to a stripper wanted to sleep with me not too long ago.
And you're gonna brag, and you're happy with
I didn't brag about it. I mean, it was just like, I'm just putting it out there because we know we talk about strippers, but she was a stripper, a dancer, and she wanted to sleep with me.
All right, so what is the difference? I mean, a stripper, no offense, women, and y'all gonna get mad at me, but I'm gonna speak my opinion. I mean, there's not much difference besides a champagne room between a stripper and a prostitute. So for you to sleep with a stripper, you're basically sleeping with a prostitute. So I mean, you basically marrying a prostitute.
Not really.
If she has sex for money, she's a prostitute.
I mean,
but you know
we
what I'm
all
saying?
have sex for money at the end of the day.
I'm not. Whatever. To each
we
his
all
own.
have sex
you know
for
what I'm
money
saying?
at the end of the day.
But my point is, when did society decide that? I think it was. You know when it was? When we started having kids mad young. Kids having kids.
I don't know nothing about that.
Raising kids.
I was a respectable age when I had my first child.
All right, but like there's a lot of young girls who have kids at an early age, and they're kids themselves, and then they still want to live. Like when I lost my virginity, I was 17, and I got pregnant right away.
I was 16 when I lost my virginity.
I didn't get to enjoy, my teens and my 20s. My very first time I got pregnant.
Man, that's like horrible luck right there.
Tell me about
I lost my virginity at 16, and it was a blast. Like, I didn't know what I was doing.
And how old
but
were you when you had your first child?
I was 26, 27.
All right. Well,
so
yeah. So you got to enjoy life a little bit.
And some of the people that I used to be cool with, they was having kids already. Because the people I was once hanging out with, I was in high school. They was starting to have their kids, and I was telling them like, don't do that. Like, chill.
Yeah.
Like, we still young. I still want to run the streets. I knew better because it's like I'm still immature. I'm barely taking care of myself. I can't take care of somebody else. But they wanted to do it, and it was one of them was kind of hating on me because I didn't have any kids, and he had a situation, 2 situations, and me, I was just free and been able to do whatever
you can do
want.
whatever you want. And I think sometimes that's how it is when, like, if you're a female or a man, whatever, and you're in a relationship, and then you got a buddy who's single or a female friend who's single, sometimes, like, that happened to me a lot where my friends, I could tell that they was hating on me because I was doing whatever the hell I wanted, Meaning, if I want to come to New York, if I want to go to Boston, if I want, I was doing whatever I want. Traveling.
That's how
if I want to pursue, if I wanted it to go here or there, and they was like hating on me because they was locked down. You know what I'm saying?
Situation like that where
and their man wasn't, but their man never had. For some reason, my friends' mans never had an issue with me, or if they did, they never told me because they knew what type of female I like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always been a hustler, but I ain't never been like, I ain't never been like a ho. You know what I'm saying?
You just use
like
the word loose.
I ain't never been, but I just say I ain't never been a hoe. I ain't not, like, nobody could go out there and say, oh, she a hoe, because even like the guys that I've dealt with, they won't say that she's a hoe because I'm not a hoe. I'm respectful
I'm not a
myself.
hoe. I've been called a thought, a male thought. I've been told that I have thought tendencies.
What's the difference between a thought and a hoe? It's the same thing.
It's the same thing, but I've been told that I have thought tendencies. I'm not a thought, but I have that.
It's like when somebody steals, they have
somewhat. Like, I have that mentality where I could be a full-blown thought, but I won't really cross that line. Like, I have like certain boundaries. So you know.
I'm sorry, you guys. We're gonna go to commercial break. We're gonna speak more on this topic. We here with R&B singer Clef.
That's right.
Carma Serrano on your Carma. Stay tuned.
Listen to the music, relax, and have fun.
Hi, this is Kelly Clarkson. Hi, this is Madonna. Hi, we're the Sugar Babes. Hey, I'm Mariah Carey.
Hi, I'm Robbie Williams. Hi, this is Paul McCartney.
Hey, this is Kylie.
Hi, this is Simon Cowell.
Hey, it's Katy Perry.
Hi, we're Take That.
You're in the mix with
LDM Radio.
Standing by for transmission.
Started off so kind and free. As the days go by, got hard for me to see. You started.
Although light shines above me, these demons follow me closely, lingering, tainting, and staining me. I stumble, they got me tripping. The angels descend to prevent my fall, and I then ascend to my throne, standing tall, with that pure light, bringing forth protection from an otherwise dark night.
It's 4 a.m. at NJ and everybody sleeping. It's only me and the raccoons creeping. Looking out the window so I can start dreaming. Look up in between the clouds, the moon is beaming. See the only thing on my mind, every day and night. Sick as me now, Dad, I gotta watch how we treat her now. First person to ever diss a golden child. Holding your chest, cause my lyrics is wild and how you appreciate my style. Fire is what I be, wanting something ain't new to me. And hearing you speak is like a lullaby. Neglect my feelings so I can get by. Cancel plans so I can say hi. Hurting cause you with another guy. Even though you happy, feeling still get to me. Stay slaying outfits every time. Can't believe I let you slip. And ever since 8th grade, it hurt me every bit.
Police in the hole. 20,000 police in the whole town.
Because I'm stuck in this lucid dream.
Police in the whole town. Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
My mind is at peace whenever you smile. Even as I close my eyes, I picture it now. Love when you send emojis, even when you wrote poems to console me. Never liked when you considered me as a homie. In reality, it made my mind blast off. Everything is clear to me, as you can see. You opened my eyes after all these years. It was you that was the key. And I wrote this rap because I promised you simply. So sit back and relax and listen to the melody. As Lil Deuces is your doctor, and my flow is your remedy. Yeah, 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 guess it's all good, cause tonight we finna make some rhymes. Tonight, baby, we finna have a good time. Me and you gotta stay tight till the end. Damn, I can see me and you being the best in the land. And best believe that's what Lil Deuce is saying. We think time will cause running this stream, oh, if you had the power to control this dream, what would you say?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Carma. I'm your host, Carmen Serrano, also known as Carma, and I'm sitting here with R&B singer Clef.
How y'all doing? Once again, we're back.
Yes, yes. And we're talking about some petty stuff. And which brings me to this next question, which is,
of course, go ahead.
Have you ever, like, what was some of the pettiest things you've done after a breakup?
I mean, I can't really say I've done anything after a breakup. It was just like after we broke up, it was usually like I tried to move on, like get away from the situation. It wasn't nothing like, oh, I did something crazy, like slept with a friend or something like that. Well, it was that one time I did have like threesome. That's a story. But,
whoa, wait. Did she know about that?
Yeah,
you threw it in her face?
It was her idea.
Oh, she was part of it.
Yeah, she was a part of it. It was her idea, and it kind of backfired on me.
Which I was gonna ask you, how does that work when you have a threesome?
Now we talking about something.
When you involve somebody in your
okay,
how does that work for you?
Well, in my situation, I've had one threesome so far, and what happened was it wasn't. I didn't have nothing to do with it, like as far as the planning. It was at the time my girlfriend. It was her idea. Her friend was going through something. Her best friend was going through something. And she was just talking stupid to her over the phone. I'm not paying no attention. She comes over to the house. Next thing I know, we're in the bed.
Well, you guys weren't drinking or nothing?
I don't drink.
Alcohol plays.
No, it was really
they wasn't drinking either?
there was no drinks involved at all. Like it was completely sober threesome. And I didn't know what was going on until we got to the bedroom. And then that's when the clothes started.
You didn't have no idea.
I had no idea.
Men are so oblivious. Do you mean to tell me her friend?
You know how it is to ask for a threesome from your girlfriend and her best friend without getting slapped or dumped? Like that is like walking on.
Chill.
Really,
chill. This is not.
That's what we doing?
It's not that kind of show. Chill. All right. So let me ask you a question. What are some non-sexual things that turn you on? How about that?
That's a question in itself. I would have to say going to the gym.
Oh, going to the gym, seeing the girls in the yoga pants.
It's not even
the
that
working
too,
out, the
but
squats.
mainly it's like if it's like I finished working out and it's like kind of like an aphrodisiac afterwards. And
you get that sudden burst of energy.
Yeah, and it's like, you see a woman wearing spandex, and it's like, ooh.
I'm gonna sound like a big fat ass right now, but food turns me on. Oh my God, have you ever craved something that you wanted so bad, and then all of a sudden you get it, and you're like, especially when it actually tastes good. Oh my God, yeah, I'm one of those people. Food.
I mean, I've had cravings.
Yeah.
I've had cravings before when it comes to food, but nothing extreme. Like, oh my God, it's turning me on. Like, nah.
Like. Okay, one time, I'm going to give you an example, right? One time I really wanted a fruit parfait from McDonald's so bad, right? Then all of a sudden my man came and he was like, here, babe, I remember you said you wanted that. Oh, my God. He looked like freaking a god. I was like, God, that's what I wanted so
you were
bad.
Soul for McDonald's parfait?
No, it's like, it's just the fact that, like, I wanted it. And then he got it for me. So then it was like, I was looking at him like, damn, baby, you got me that? Damn, you look so sexy right now.
That's sick. That is sick. That's sick.
Well, other
But I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna
things.
lie. I'm not gonna lie because I've done something like that a few years ago. When I was working at my old job, there was a girl who loves books. Like she was a true bookworm. So I worked at a storage facility. So what I did was, just by the grace of God, somebody had a storage facility with nothing but books in it. He had no personal. It had nothing but books in it, and he didn't want it no more. So he walks away from the unit. So I was trying to get close to the girl. So what I did was I called her and told her, like, listen, you like books, right? I got a whole storage room full of books. She went crazy. She came over.
But you see, that's the little.
And we made out while her mother was around the corner and stuff like that. So, yeah.
But you see, it's the little things like that that'll get you the girl, and that's what these guys don't understand. Like,
it's a little thing that will get you
It's the little things, the things that you don't even think is that important. That is what will get you the girl, and the right girl that you need, because you're paying attention to something small, which for her is a big deal. For you, it's something small.
True.
But it's like somebody coming and bringing you a Michael Jackson or a Prince album, like a vinyl. How you gonna react? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna cry. You're gonna cry.
I'm not gonna cry. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
You know what
I get what you're saying.
So, and that's how it is with females, because females are more emotional than men, obviously.
Yeah, there's some emotional men out there.
Well, there is. Yo, not for nothing, but only because I heard that, it reminded me of this. I'm just gonna bring it up real quick. That Surviving Neverland. Not for nothing. I was watching it.
I'm planning to watch that with my friend probably this weekend. We'll check it out. But I mean, I really don't.
Listen,
I don't really
I'm
care
gonna
too
give
much
you
for
my
it.
personal opinion. I don't believe Michael did it. I really don't, because if he did, if he did, then Lord forgive me. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people out there that are hurting little kids, and anybody who does that should not. But it's just something about the way the guy was talking.
It kind of they contradict the stories a lot from what I heard, and on top of that, actually was investigated for like 10 years by the FBI secretly. So you try to tell me in the 10 years none of these people ever came up, and it's by the FBI.
Right.
So my thing is the form and how powerful Michael Jackson was. If they even heard a story that Michael Jackson did something, you don't think they would have took the opportunity to lock him
and
up?
especially being a black man.
Exactly. He's a black man with power. Like, they would have locked him up in a heartbeat. But for 10 years, they found nothing. And all of a sudden, oops. Oh, yeah, by the way, he touched. Like,
but the thing is, like, okay, that first settlement that he settled out of court, we haven't heard back from that person. We don't know if that really happened or didn't. But
I don't even think that was even that was just probably just, like, stop spreading those rumors or something like that, a hush money or something like that.
Right. But I feel like
it made Michael Jackson seem like he was a predator. And the thing about a predator is predators don't just stop. Like, you don't just molest 2-3 kids and then say, oh, I'm going to chill, and then stop doing it. No, you keep going, like certain R. Kelly. But, you know, you keep going. A predator keeps going. He don't just stop.
Right. I feel like it was just why. I mean, if they asked you testified so many times saying, no, he didn't touch me, stay with that lie now, because
keep
Michael
that
Jackson
same energy.
Stay with that. Keep that energy, because at this point now, you already done claimed that he didn't touch you so long.
I just think it's
I
just think it's kind of corny that they would bring this up.
This
man's been going for some years now, and he's not here to defend himself. So it's kind of corny. Like it's kind of like they're picking a fight.
Now, R. Kelly, I believe that motherfucker was guilty. He's guilty. Lock his ass up and throw away the freaking keys.
I mean, you saw the interview, right?
Yeah.
Listen,
I'm sorry, but that was
just
that
when
was he
classic.
was crying. Why? That was that guilty.
I
didn't do it. I'm telling you, I didn't do it.
I gave y'all 30 years.
That's how my kid acts when she's guilty.
One of my favorite parts of the whole thing, because they made such a meme about it, is when he said, I'm an older man that likes all women. And the way that the beat would drop behind it, I'm an older man that loves all women. All women. Like, to me, that was classic. But my thing is, I seen the one on Saturday Night Live. That was hilarious. Yeah. But my thing is, he messed up by even making a statement. You're accused of being a sexual predator. You don't say those sentence, I'm an older man who likes all women. That means there's no age limit. You don't stop.
And honestly, I believe that this is a problem that America has, is that we are objectifying sex, even with like with little kid dolls. You notice, like the brat dolls. You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to be little girls, like in high school or whatever, but they're looking like grown women. You know what I mean? And it's like pedophiles now. They got these little dolls, these sex dolls. You know, like the sex dolls, the regular
Like,
ones.
this generation,
They got
it's
them
a
that look like
predator's
little
dream.
girls.
Like, this is a
But you
predator's
know why?
dream.
Because sex trafficking is one of the biggest booming businesses around the world.
That's what they say, sex sells.
But it's like it's mainly with like little girls. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy how we live in a society where, you know, everything that you watch on TV is sexualized. Even the cartoons, you be seeing like little jokes that they be throwing in there that at first you don't get
nowadays
it.
are not for kids. There's no cartoons really for kids nowadays. Like seriously, there's no more Saturday morning cartoons. What's that?
No, I remember when I used
this
to
is for
wake up-
adults.
Yeah, and it's like, but this has been going on for years.
We
It's just now that
it's
we're
just that
starting to notice it.
we notice it because we are older. So catching stuff, even when sexual stuff used to happen in cartoons, we didn't understand it because we were
Exactly.
young. Now we watch it, and we're like, that was a sexual joke. Like, I didn't
I
know
was
that.
like, exactly. But it's kind of like to set us up for failure. Like, it's basically like there's no way that a 5-year-old girl could be sexy to anybody. But there's some people in their mind, they're like, yeah, but you know,
disgusting.
but in their minds though, and this goes to show how much mental illness is out there.
That's not mental illness. They don't get
It's not
a pass for
only
that.
it's not only in America. It's in all other countries.
Yeah,
I
it's in other
remember
countries.
I lived in Dominican for 3 years in one of the poorest parts, and I remember seeing girls. I was like 12 years old. I remember seeing girls 10, 11, and they were drinking. They were drunk. They were, you know, they had older older husbands.
Like, that is just
Exactly.
sick.
Well, then again, let me tell you something. Like these kids nowadays, though.
Yeah, like,
seriously,
that's another thing. That's like nah. I had somebody ask me something stupid like that too. Like, would you ever sleep with a midget? I was like, nah, because it looks like a kid. Like, that's freaky. That is freaky. Like, nah.
But for some people, though,
That's a fetish.
And it's crazy because, like, if you want to talk about fetishes, like, there's some crazy fetishes out there.
I'm good with that.
The whole clamping the nipples and tying you up. I think that's kind of fun, though. I kind of like that.
It depends. It depends on that. When it comes to the tying up, it depends. But I'm not into the whole extreme thing, like the suit. I'm not doing all like the whipping. Cause you know I'm black, so I got my ass whipped all the time by my mom. So even if a belt even cracks or hits my leg, I start crying, flashbacks. So I'm like, I'm not doing that. Like when they start bringing up the whip, like nah, put that up. We're not doing that. Cause that just goes back to the childhood that I had. I'm not with that. Good. Like I'm black. We've been beaten enough with a whip. Like can we just love each other?
So
That's
you
all
know
I
that was a white person that came up with that fetish. No
Nah,
offense.
yeah,
but.
like I'm good. Like I don't understand how somebody cracking a leather belt against your flesh is like, oh, that turns me on. Like that's sick.
That hurts.
If I'm saying ouch, I'm not having a good time. Like there is no good time if flesh is being taken off my back. I'm sorry.
That's a European thing, I think. But there's people that have foot fetishes. Like I used to have a guy on Instagram always sending me messages talking about, send me a picture of your feet. I bet you got beautiful feet. And I'm like, ew.
And eventually you did it, right?
Hell no, I ain't sent no picture to no creepy.
You ever had a guy suck your toes?
No. No.
Think about it.
No, never.
I think that is so disgusting. That's just my personal
gross.
opinion. I've seen videos with there was this guy. He was going in on his girl's feet. Like
I'm telling you,
like in between with his tongues, and that it was like disgusting.
Let me tell you, people will pay to see somebody step on freaking whipped cream or do whatever with their feet. It's just gross. Like me, look, I laugh every time I go get a pedicure, and they're like trying to like.
Yeah, it's like
I start cracking up laughing. Could you imagine somebody sucking on my toe? I'm kicking them in the face by accident.
I've had girls.
You had a girl suck your toe?
No, I've had a few chicks that ask me like, "Oh, would you ever, suck my toe?" And I'm like, I don't like feet. Like the most I would ever do is I would probably kiss a woman from like starting from my ankles.
So you would never lick somebody's big toe or put it in your.
No, I'm not doing that. That's disgusting. That's going too far. And to me, that's an automatic breakup. Like we have to break up. Like if that's what you all you want, we
that's
can't
what
be
you
together.
into.
Yeah, I'm not.
What are some weird? I don't know. We're about to get into this.
Some weird.
What are some weird requests
that I've had, me personally, or
you've heard of? Not not to put your business out there.
I mean, weird requests. Like give me an example. Like weird.
Like there's some guys that they like to have their women dominate them and like when Miss Ethel was on the show, right? She was talking about how like she had a guy or whatever, and when he used to act up, she used to make him stand in the corner naked.
Hell no.
Guys like that though.
I don't like that. Don't talk to me like I'm a child. I'm a grown ass man.
I'm saying some guys like to be.
There's been there's some guys who probably like, the dildo being used on them or something like that. Like it's I've heard stories about that. Yeah,
but they're not gay though.
Yeah, that's the part that's really wow. Like how do you not?
They not gay though.
Why would a straight man even want to? Like you shouldn't even be saying that word.
You shouldn't even want nothing near that area.
Good, but
Charles is over here dropping stuff.
I mean, but me personally, I haven't had no weird requests. Like I said, I haven't got to that level yet. Like the more popular I probably will get is probably when the sick things will happen. I've had people ask me. I've had one person ask me. I'm lying. There was one artist who actually asked me to serenade his girlfriend one time. This was like years ago.
But that's not weird.
It is kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie.
But you're a singer,
but
and
to serenade his girlfriend.
Yeah, that's what singers do.
Buddy, think about
this. Do you guys think it's wrong for somebody to request a singer, a professional singer at that, to serenade his girl? He gonna perform? Was he gonna like propose to her or something?
No, he was just like, yo, he's a good singer. Like, yo, serenade my girl. And I felt uncomfortable. Like, why would you want me to serenade your girl? Because if I serenade a girl, that's for me. That's just the whole code right there. Like I'm a singer. Like I'm serenading you.
Maybe he's just showing you support.
He can show me my support. Like, yo, this dude right here.
Play my song.
I'm gonna do a song with you. But to be like, yo, that's like saying, yo, can you sleep with my wife? Like that's weird. That's so freaking weird.
Wait, you get somebody asking you to sing for their girl. You get that as
that to me, that's kind of weird though. To like think about it, like you saying, hey, can you serenade my wife? Serenade my wife. We're not on the show. The show's over. Like it's done. Serenade my wife. Like that's to me, that's like, yo, can you sleep with my wife because she's a really big fan of yours? Like what? Like are you crazy?
I don't know why.
I'm not doing that.
Some people really have different ways of thinking.
I know some people get turned on, and I've been in this situation. There's women that probably get turned on
by listening to your voice.
Not even like if they know you're messing with another woman.
Yeah, let's talk about that real quick. We're about to.
They get turned on. Like, so did you record it? Like,
why But my thing is like,
what it's called? Cockhold. Like they get turned on if. Or not even, not even if the woman gets turned on knowing that the guy slept with another chick and be like, yo, did you record it?
Or how
and then watch it and then it turns them on.
How about if you're in a relationship and you're still trying to talk to the next person? Like, yeah, I'm in a relationship, but what's up with me and you? Why do people do that? Why do females do that? Why do men do that?
I do that.
So you could be in a relationship, you're in a relationship and you'll try to holler at somebody else?
I'm being honest.
Why?
Because honesty is the best policy.
If you know that a person is in a relationship, why would you try to pursue something when you know that they're, and especially if you're in a relationship too?
I'm letting you know that I'm attracted to you.
But you're in a relationship.
What does that mean? I'm not married. I'm being honest.
What if the other person? What if you are married though? That doesn't still. Even if you are, you not. If you're in a relationship and you inboxing somebody else, that you know is in a relationship, like, yeah, I know you got a girl, but what's up with me and you? That's some real, like, sleazeball, slimeball
Not
thing
necessarily.
to do.
I've been in situations like that where it was like, I've asked a girl, like, you know, I know you got a man, but like, what happened between me and you? Like, so I'll be curious.
So what happens with your girl, though? Like, how do you not think that she's gonna have some type of some type of way?
It all depends on the type of relationship you have with your significant other. That's the bottom line is. It all depends on the type of relationship you have.
I feel like it's a lack of respect. I feel like there's a lot of people in the world who think like you do. No offense, but they feel like, hey, I don't care if she's in a relationship or not, or he's in a relationship or not. I'm still, you know what I'm saying? I'm still shoot my shot and see how far I could go. And honestly speaking, like, when you are in a relationship with somebody, if you feel like you gotta go pursue somebody else, maybe that person is not the one for you, or you're not satisfied with that person. That's the reason why you're looking, but to break basically somebody else's relationship because you're not happy with your relationship. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Clef,
no problem,
so much for coming on the show.
It's a pleasure, always.
Thank you.
Nice house, you know?
And when you have any more singles, you definitely gotta come back.
I got you.
Or if you want to just come back, more petty talk, you know how we do. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Carmen Serrano. This is the House of Karma here on LDM Network. See you next week at 8 p.m. here. My mic. Yo, it's every show.